Good morning, everyone. I hope I am finding you coping well during this lockdown. And today's weekly words takes on a wee bit of a philosophical approach, but hopefully it will be thought-provoking and will stimulate your thoughts on faith. And last week I said that when in doubt, it is not a sin as such, and is the perfect opportunity for you to seek God like many people in the Bible and through the ages did and found Him. Today I want to elaborate on faith. If faith is security during anguish, loneliness, age and death, it means that faith does not make the realities of life unreal. If this were the case, faith could not be distinguished from anesthesia. Faith does not make life less real, but identifies life's places of transition and provides security for the transition process. Security and not certainty. Security does not mean that you will know exactly what to do every time. Security is not a magic wand that relieves you of your own responsibility to make decisions. Security is a space within which you can make your decisions. You can always make mistakes because you are a human being, and this is where the doubt grips you. As long as one confuses the security of faith with certainty about decisions, doubt has a firm attachment, a plug-in point. Not that one cannot sometimes be sure that you are doing the right thing, but it is because you are not always sure that you are making the right decision. Once you have decided that this or that is the right thing to do, and it turns out afterwards that it was wrong, you tend to doubt the faith, the space within which you made the decision. Is it worth it? Is God there then? Or where is He? In the Bible, there is a drama in 6 acts that deals with this problem, the book of Job. It is a book written in the uncertain times of the transition between the Persian and Hellenistic cultures, when the earlier conceptions of God simply did not make sense to many Jews, and many began to lose their faith. They began to doubt what they had hitherto believed about God without any alternative opinion. This is what the book of Job tells us. God has proved to Satan that faith is not useful suburban ways, at least not true faith. But faith is a security in which even the question of God can be wrung out. Faith is not fixed certainties about exactly how God is at work. Faith is the firm trust that He is there. Faith does not depend on a fixed view of God. Faith can also endure that God may be different from what the believer thinks He is. In the end, it is not about the faith one has, but about faith in God, God who dwells in heaven, God who is far greater than human comprehension can go. So sometimes God will necessarily be different from the understanding we have formed of Him. But faith means trust in God and not trust in a particular image of God. Of course, From your experience and from the testimony of other people, one makes an image of who and what God is like. But faith also knows that it is only an image, a human conception of God. The belief is that it can be a partial image, a one-sided image, and that corrections will have to be made to this image. Job's friends saw their image of God as God and almost drove Job crazy. They confused faith and certainties with each other. Job, however, saw faith as a bond that binds him unbreakably to God Himself, God who might be different from people's perceptions about Him. Doubt, like all other disputes, is a place of transition. It's a transition from the stereotype to the new, the textbook image to the experience image. Doubt says God may be different. It is time to expand your horizons. If we wanted to see the relative value of our own earlier insights in such times, transition would have been so much easier. If only we could, in the words of Henry Sidgwick, see our own thinking in perspective. He said, "We think so because other people think so. Or because after all we do think so, or because we were told so and think we must think so, or because we once thought so and think we still think so, or because having thought so we think we will think so." What we think about God are human thoughts, and how we imagine Him is human representations to which adjustments will have to be made as our experiences increase. Because that is the only way we can get to know the God of security better, through experience. He who refuses the experience appoints her or himself as a creature in time above the creator of the time and as a judge over God. And when that happens, one finds themselves on the dark side of the cosmic battle. Whoever gets stuck at this station and refuses to cross over also refuses the security of knowing that it is not God who has changed, but that it is a human image of God that must change. Faith and security have only one certain knowledge, and that is that God, who measures time, is there, that He will not let you down. The strength and the courage and the hope will be there to move to another platform and follow a new trajectory. Wherever the transition point may be, it will be the center of the circumferential circle. Even if you have hitherto always thought of a square when you think of God, or even though you have always thought of circles with circumferences when you think of God. Your mistakes have not changed anything about God Himself. He remains the Father with the compassionate heart, a heart that dispels all doubt. Well, thank you for having me again, and I wish you all the best. See you later.